Well, engine's all apart. I don't remember where I left off from my last video. Of course, at the filming of this, I haven't even uploaded my last video yet, so we'll see what's going on. Anyway, got the valley pan, got the oil pan, thermostat housing, or water pump cover, whatever you want to call it, the fan painted. Decided to go with Alpine Green, or Detroit Diesel Green, as it's commonly known. 292 inline sixes were originally painted this color as well. For the V6, red was getting a little old. Of course, I mean, it's not like you see these every day anyways, so. But the store didn't have red, or they had Ford red, but I don't want to curse the motor, so I'd rather go with green in that case. So, got this going in the middle of doing some priming on the thermostat housing with the duplicate color engine primer. Got my full gasket set in. Over here I have new rod bearings, a new timing set, which comes with 2 gears and a chain, a new oil pump. Kind of just doing a light rebuild. I mean, still had good compression. It does have some blow-by on the rings, but I don't have all that, so just doing the bare necessities right now. And best part of it all, yeah, got the valve covers done. And they've got about, I think this one's got like 3 or 4 coats of clear, and this one's only got maybe 2 or 3. But both came out nice and glossy and smooth, and see my little bit of detail work in there. So those are nice and pretty. And that's what else we got going on here. Yeah, there's a ton of gaskets for this motor. Head gaskets, exhaust gaskets. The rear mains are the old rope style, which sucks, but oh well. Oil pan gasket, the oil filter adapter gasket. Big timing cover, the water pump housing, timing cover gasket, a bunch more exhaust gaskets and stuff, all that glorious stuff. And as if this 2-bar TV is gonna do it all. Anyway, this is turning out real nice here. Yes, I am gonna buff this off, get all the paint off, of course. Actually, technically wouldn't even really have to worry about that because I'm going to silicone that anyway, so, as well as those are going to get some silicone and then a gasket, so, I don't know. I don't really care. Anyway, so, slowly but surely, if you get the motor mounts painted as well, get some light real quick. Get those painted out. Now that is a real set of motor mounts right there, let me tell you. These ought to be Chevaholic approved from the factory. This motor mount here mounts the alternator. It's all one piece. This here is part of the power steering, if I remember right. But man, just get a load of that crankshaft. That sucker is heavy. Jeez. And I'm going to start cleaning up the heads soon. Just going to dump them in diesel for a while. Believe it or not, as far as I can see, these don't even have valve stem seals. I explain why it smoked a little bit on startup when it's hot. I don't know. As far as I can see, they don't, but maybe they do. And maybe they're just gone. Starter's been rebuilt, which is also a plus. Having a hell of a time finding a flywheel, clutch kit, and a clutch kit. I'm not going to get a flywheel, I'm just going to have this one lightly buzzed. And then get a... trying to find a clutch kit, but tell you what, seems like all these automotive stores can't get nothing for these things. Due to the fact that everybody has to have a stupid 350 in their cars, people like me who want to have an original V6, it's getting harder and harder and harder to find parts for. So I'll put it to you this way, you can get rod bearings, but you can't get mains. What the heck? Really? The only mains I could find were on eBay. and they were a TWR set, made back in probably like the 80s or the 90s, judging by what the box looked like, old style box. Luckily enough, I was able to find a timing set and an oil pump. The oil pump was a pretty penny. My 292 is day and night cheaper compared to what this has been. Oh, makes me tired just thinking about it. Bank account just goes when you're trying to fix some of these old things up. I'm not even rebuilding it. Anyway, well, I guess you gotta pay to be different anymore. I mean, I really don't want a dumb, small block, boring engine in this thing, you know? It's one thing if it originally came with a small block, like a 283 or 327. But if it's not original, I don't want to see one in there. If anything, if that motor ever goes out, I'm putting a Detroit 6V53 or 6V92 in there. And yes, I will make it fit. Nothing wrong with fabrication. Or I'll put a nice Cummins diesel in there. But it ain't getting no darn small block. Never. Nope. That ain't gonna happen. Putting a small block Chevy in a GMC is like putting a Ford motor in a Chevy. Both are an abomination. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for new parts. That and that. New gasket set's still on its new clutch set. They're still looking. I guess they can't find a stupid pilot bearing, and the pilot bearing is no doubt the same as the one that's on that 292 right now. So I don't know what the heck. Anyway, so that's what's going on. I'm gonna keep painting this up. Valve covers are coming out real nice. Everything's coming out real nice so far. When my main bearings get here, I'm going to roll the new ones in, drop the crank back in, get the new timing stuff on. After, of course, I paint the block and start getting this thing back together because I want my daily driver back. Tired of driving the beater. This really put a screw up in my plans for this summer because I want to be working on this thing. I did not want to be spending much time on this one. Little things here and there like the MSD box and, you know, whatever, but not a full week because that cab is now just sitting out there and it's driving me nuts because I don't have enough time. But it is what it is. Crustine will have at least a lightly rebuilt motor that shouldn't blow a darn freeze plug anymore, hopefully. Which is also another thing, I still haven't got my freeze plugs, so I'm going to silicone those darn things in there so they don't come out again for a long time. Anyway, well that's it. So I'll update you guys when something else happens. See ya.